So Draymond Green, aka Big Body Dre, is still on his fake apology tour for punching Jordan Poole in the face as he sat down with the fellas from the Pivot, and he reflected on the incident, but at the same time threw subtle jabs in Jordan Poole's direction. And he's done this before, as in the second part of this segment, we'll take a look at how he trolled Jordan Poole just last season alongside Baron Davis in his podcast. But first, we'll start off with Draymond Green reflecting on his come up into the NBA, just going through the amateur circuit, having fights with teammates, but still breaking bread at the end of the day. You guys check it out, and every once in a while, I'll check in.
It took me, still at age 33, 34, 35, I still learn those lessons. Because I'm into it with Keith Applin and Derek Nix come out of nowhere. I could take a punch. I ain't even see it. And ears go crazy. Get him up. Get the out of here. How dare you? You f***ing soft as fuck. You come from the side. Put him out. And I'm in practice like, damn. They called me from the side, put him out. Yo, you're not putting him out of practice. Let me go in this locker room again. Yo, come back out here. We got to practice. And we move on. It just happened. We're not about to, like, what we doing? It's my teammate, fine. Like, yeah, you got me, we move on. And I've had a bunch of situations like that growing up. Sometimes I was the guy, sometimes I wasn't. Regardless, we move on. And so that's how I've always approached it. You know, in college, freshman year, I'm talking to one of the OGs, go around suit time. I'm in my chair, sitting back like this, locker room. We'd been going at it on the court, locker room. And he could feel it, like his locker right next to mine, he could feel it. I'm getting there, I'm like, all right, I'm about to get up, I'm about to get bruh. As I'm thinking that, as I try to get up, and I'm a freshman again, so this is a fifth year senior, good luck. Like,
Right.
as I'm trying to get up, he caught me in that chair, had me pinned down, like, what you gonna do? And he on top of me. All right, we move on. Mm-hmm. So when that situation happened, I'm like, all right, cool, we move on. And then when we couldn't, I was like, huh? And for a while, it made me think like, man, this dude nothing like me.
See right there? When Draymond say shit like that, come on, man. You can't expect Jordan Poole to be accepting your apology. He ain't nothing like me. Yo, Draymond's something else.
Because when those things happen, you just move on. But it taught me so much, because it taught me, you're right, he may not be like you. He ain't from where you from. The things you went through, the way you had to come up, he may not have came up like that.
And also Draymond, he wasn't in position. He was trying to earn his contract as a player that was selected in the second round, who's been previously demoted into being in the G League. You getting him on a sucker punch, and you already have earned your spot on the team, a high-paying contract. Jordan Poole did not have the leverage to start shit with you and to get physical, because his ass would be right on out. So you understood your position. It wasn't just about the sucker punch. You were at work. Jordan Poole at the time was trying to secure his future with his first big-time contract.
For that 5 seconds, I forgot where I was at, because I immediately went to what I know. But what you know don't really work here.
Yeah.
And it don't work anywhere else, man. Draymond, that shit don't work anywhere else. You NBA, you professional, bro. That bullshit that he's always on has cost his team the finals in 2016. It cost him having a second run with Jordan Poole. It cost him Kevin Durant staying with the team. It didn't make no sense that he tried to bully Kevin Durant. At the end of the day, they lost a lot of their role players after that record-breaking 73-win season. That never gets talked about. They lost a lot of role players and they needed Kevin Durant. So Draymond not having his emotions in check has always been costly to the Warriors.
And everybody say, oh man, but you was 10 years in, you should know better. You're still learning, 9 years in. But it's them lessons like that that ultimately make me who I am to this day, because, man, I fucked that up.
And he has definitely fucked that up, but does he have full regrets for the Jordan Poole situation? I don't know. Because just a few months before this interview, the last time Jordan Poole had faced the Warriors, when it was time for him to speak to the media, Poole let it be known that he had love for the players on the Warriors, but not love for certain guys. Quote unquote, he said, "I love most of the guys over there." And Draymond Green right away saw it as an opportunity to promote his podcast, and he let his true feelings be known. You guys check it out.
After the Washington Wizards game, Jordan Poole said, "I love those guys over there. I love most of those guys over there." And then you respond with a tweet that says,
I really am sorry.
"I really am sorry." Why did you respond to that?
I responded because, like, it's been 3 years. Like, let's move on,
Yeah, right. You responded because you saw a chance to promote your podcast. Why not insert yourself to the beef? That's the angle that Stephen A. Smith has taken upon himself. The situation with him and LeBron, where he talked about Bronny and how it played out at Staples Center. You see, media personalities in a lot of different industries are now inserting themselves into certain situations because they realize it gives them that visibility and it helps them to go viral. During the Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef, we've seen different online personalities that cover hip hop insert themselves into the beef, like DJ Academics. So this is a formula that a lot of online personalities are starting to do, and it's even taking place in the political portion of the media, where you see certain pundits are now inserting themselves to directly have conversation and go back and forth with the president. There's definitely a method to the madness.
Where's the love?
We moved on. Like, we're supposed to move on, man. I really am sorry.
Right.
Like, it was that statement was kind of like it was kind of like it was looking for some sympathy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I kind of keep wanting to make me out to be the bad guy. Move on, bro. Like, it is what it is. I'm sorry. Like, I shouldn't have punched him. But it happened. Like, let's move on, man. I even apologized to his parents because I got his dad popped off one time on the internet, and I went back at him because it was just like, bro, why you popping off? And I actually didn't like myself for it because I wasn't even on that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I kind of let him get me off my square a little bit. Because I've said what I said about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of go
It's
back.
over, bro.
Yeah, bro.
It's over.
I be kind of going back and forth with this on, like, I be kind of in between on certain days, like, yo, I know I was wrong, but you can't call a man a B word and push him and not get hit either. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I kind of,
like, word.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, Draymond. Come on, Draymond. You sucker punch this dude. Even if you were jawing back and forth with just words, you guys are in a professional setting. You know Jordan Poole is a young player coming up, trying to earn his keep, and you had a much more powerful position than he did, and you use it to your leverage, knowing that he didn't really want to fight you. Who the hell wants to be known as a guy that's fighting one of the captains of the team while at the same time negotiating for a large long-term contract? It makes no sense.
I kind of sit in both of those spaces sometimes. And like, the reality is, the answer is probably somewhere in the middle, right? Like, I shouldn't have knocked him out like that. If anything, I should have hemmed him up. Kind of was just a natural reaction. So the reality is, like, I probably should have hemmed him up or something like that.
Yeah.
And so the answer probably in the middle.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, after the fact.
You can tell that the Warriors are sick of Draymond Green's shit. We've never seen any footage ever leak prior to this incident of what's going on inside their facility. But the only footage to this day that leaked is Draymond Green sucker punching Jordan Poole. Again, only the Warriors organization have access to those tapes. So keep that in mind.
It happens.
It does.
It happens. It happens in practice when you're competitive. You have that competitive spirit. But at this point, I really am sorry is another public apology to just move on. Like, okay, I get it. I get how Jordan Poole feel. Okay, he gonna love some of the dudes and he not.
That's fine.
Right. But that's fine too, but it's over. It's over.
No, I ain't gotta announce
It's
it.
over.
Like, I think the whole
Yeah, you don't
world
want to
knows.
tie to your legacy. Like, it's not a legacy thing. This is not a part of like the legacy, you know?
That part.
This is more so like some sidecar shit that's just a part of like
That part.
the brand.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a part of the brand. But like, I think for him though, like, you kind of bringing that back up on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like when you do that, you just bring back that moment up on yourself. You know, like
Right.
you just kind of got to move on and just keep it pushing, man. Stop.
Yeah, you gotta let it go.
let
At
it
some
go.
point, he gotta let it go, so he can get back to being who he is.
That part.
You know,
So
and that's all it is.
that's it. You know.
Hey, it is what it is. Draymond Green telling Jordan Poole to let that shit go is crazy. After you sucker punched him in the face. But at the end of the day, Draymond Green really struggles with keeping his emotions in check, and it has cost the Warriors a lot during their whole run with Stephen Curry. The 2016 finals, Kevin Durant leaving because of Draymond Green constantly trying to control his actions and what he's doing, and the petty back and forths. And years later, when they strike gold and have a player that they actually developed come through their system, Draymond leverages his power over Poole and completely takes things over the top. So Draymond throughout his tenure has forced the Warriors to take alternative routes to keep this team competitive.